I'm Joseph CJ, 66 years old, retired bank executive from Kerala, India. I'm really excited to share with the world a few of my encounters with the new revolutionary concept of GHK. I'm a person who has no medical background or any ability to understand the body structure and its functions. But for the last 5 years or so, I have tried to understand what the GHK is trying to propagate. The small presentation I make here is purely based on my direct personal experience and conviction. I am thankful to the GHK global community under the leadership of Dr. CJ Varghese for giving me an opportunity to present this video during the noble occasion of the 9th anniversary. Even though I experience every day the effect of conflicts on my health conditions and well being, I'm limiting the presentation to four of the most important experiences I personally encountered. I have been attending the different GHK classes regularly. The world should be abundantly thankful to Dr. Raigir Hammer, the German doctor who contributed this wonderful science to us. The concept, in simple terms, is that each and every variation of our body from the regular mode, we call them diseases, is the result of different psychic conflicts, and behind each variation, there is a particular conflict. This variation or deviation can be very well connected to the conflict in the psychic levels. A very beautiful science I found in the GHK concept is that the causes of very serious so-called diseases may be result of simple conflict that has seriously affected the subconscious mind. Also, this is a science that anybody can apply on themselves and anybody can solve the issues themselves. Identifying the conflict is very important to start solving them. Another very interesting point is that many symptoms are seen during the healing phase. This new science may turn the healthcare field upside down and save the generations from the clutches of medical mafia. Now, coming to the cases where I had direct personal experiences. Case number one. It is my own case. 3 years back, I had a severe attack of clonic epilepsy. Symptoms were convulsions of the whole body, biting and injuring the tongue and lips, acute muscle pain all over the body after becoming conscious. This happens during deep sleep and continues for 5 to 10 minutes. The body pain remains for 4 to 5 days after the attack. I consulted Dr. Verghese from Kannur district in Kerala, India, and he explained the conflict behind the epilepsy. He told me that it was the result of a stormy stuck feeling. Sorry, it was a result of a strong stuck feeling, and he helped me to identify the conflict. I was facing a serious problem with the disposal of a property owned jointly by the family. There were legal, technical, and emotional issues, and I was in a helpless and stuck situation for about 1 year. I lost sleep, lost face, and became helpless. I got stuck in between the issues as I was solely accountable to settle the deal. Dr. Verghese continuously gave me gene therapy and helped me to identify the conflict. Also, he gave me homeopathic medicines. Even though I had intermittent attacks, the intensity came down and could slowly come out of it. He called me. He told me that if I scan the brain, there could be edema, which will gradually go away. I never did any scanning, and if I had done the same, it could have increased my mental trauma. The property sale issue was solved in 1 year, and I could slowly resolve the conflicts with constant GNM therapy from Dr. Varghese. I took homeopathic medicines for 1 year, and now it is also stopped. I believe that the knowledge of GNM helped me to avoid a brain surgery and a possible resultant wheelchair life. Thank you, Dr. Hammer, Dr. Varghese, and GNM. Case number two. This also is my own personal experience. 1 year back, I had a fall during an outing and had a severe hit on the chest on a rock. The pain persisted for about 10 days. My children were also with me during the accident, but they went abroad after that. After 2 or 3 days, there started pain in my right ear, and after 2 days, started discharge from the same ear. I consulted Dr. Varghese and he asked me whether there was any situation in which I had to hear something which I didn't want to hear, or something which I badly wanted to hear but could not hear. I knew that it was real. I was waiting for a call, an inquiry from my daughter regarding the pain, but she was busy with her daily chorus and omitted to call. But I was eagerly waiting for the call, inquiring about my health. Once the conflict was identified, it was easy for me to resolve the same by justifying her situation and preparing my mind in order to undermine the conflict. I think that whenever a severe conflict affects you, it is more practical for you to pacify yourself and find remedies that will resolve the conflicts than to wait for a solution from the other party. Many a times we wait for and expect a solution from the other party involved in the conflict. This may not be possible as the other party may not be aware of the intensity of the conflict which we are undergoing. Once the conflict was identified with the help of Dr. Verghese, I was able to justify my daughter, undermine the gravity, and gradually resolve the conflict in a philosophical framework. After a week, pain and the discharge completely stopped. If I had opted for a conventional remedy, it would have gone to prolonged treatments and complications. Now I understand that human symptom is designed in such a manner that as and when we are able to reduce the intensity of the conflicts, the symptoms also will disappear. Case number three. It was about my wife who is 63 years old and was temporarily staying abroad with her children. She developed severe thick white ulceration on the right side of inner mouth since last 1 year, and the doctor whom she consulted there suggested a possibility of cancer. But we consulted Dr. Verghese, who told me that it is a medical condition called leukoplakia. It is considered as a pre-cancerous condition by the conventional medicine. But Dr. Verghese told us that according to GHK, it's a morsel conflict where the patient is not getting the food which she wanted. We confirmed it as true because she was very much fond of Kerala conventional food, which she was not able to get abroad. She agreed that the diagnosis made by Dr. Varghese is correct and tried to understand the conflict. Dr. Varghese advised to accept and enjoy the food which is available wherever she lives and to enjoy the food as it is being eaten by millions at that place. Now, in spite of the continued stay abroad, she is able to release the available food and thus she could resolve the conflict. Now, with the help of constant GHK therapy by Dr. CJ Varghese and his homeopathic medicines, 75% of the problem is solved and she is getting to normal. Case number 4. It happened 4 years back. My son, who was working in Gulf and was recently married, lost his job immediately after the marriage. It was a tough situation for him, and he was struggling to get another job immediately. He could not face the new relatives and in laws. It was at that time some distant relatives visited us and was boasting about the success, achievements, and worldly possessions of their two sons. Their children were also almost the same age as my son. This boost went on for a long time, and this caused severe self devaluation to my son. On a fine morning, we found that he could not hold water in his mouth and had difficulty in closing eyes. There was distortion in the appearance of his face. This happened, if I remember correctly, within 3 or 4 days after the relatives visit. We consulted a conventional medical practitioner and he diagnosed it as a facial palsy, Bell's palsy, and started their method of treatment. Here again, we consulted Dr. CJ Varghese and he explained to us that the conflict is thinking, I lost my face, I lost my image, I lost my value, etc. My son started taking GHK therapy from Dr. Varghese along with his homeopathic medicines. We are very happy to state here that improvement started immediately after, and the problem was completely cured within 2 months. Our family is grateful to the new revolutionary medical discovery of GNM and its father, Dr. Raigid Hammer, and for the timely expert assistance from Dr. CJ Varghese. Therefore, I humbly request all my viewers to learn this noble science and to propagate it in your own capacity across the globe. Thank you.